Hooble doop, tiddly peeps, how is it going this fine day? I'm feeling pretty good about myself, because it's high time I did another spirit science video. And you know what? Last time it really wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad, but it certainly has been worse. There was practically no extended word salad waffles at all. So I reckon we are safe to jump back in.
As we understand it, the Merkaba is the divine light vehicle used by ascended masters to connect with and reach the higher realms.
Why? It's like he knows. Okay, so Merkaba or Mercedes is a vehicle for ascendy boys to get to the higher plane lands of being better than everyone else-ness. Okay, and I think this is a fair question. What if that is all bullshit and there are no such things? I say what if, but really, you know.
It is the full extent of our energetic and subtle body that when fully active encompasses our whole self and can stretch out to anywhere between 55 and 72 feet.
So let me get this straight. We have a thing that stretches up to 70 odd feet out from our bodies. Okay, I don't know about anyone else, but I totally do. I mean, it's not called a macaca or whatever. His name is Bertrand, and he is my bestest friend, except when I stand on him. That shit hurts. Penis joke.
This particular one is based on the blueprints of Metatron's cube and the tetrahedral energy field.
Oh yeah, right, Metatron's cube. Why didn't I think of that? Although it is not cool to steal someone's, well, anything, but especially not their cube. It's a precious thing, a man's cube. Mysterious, ominous, green, and he will do anything to get it back. Even go all the way to Bendigo.
We're gonna go get me cube. We've gotta go to Bendigo to get me green cube.
Taking the shape of two counter-rotating tetrahedrons spinning around the body in line with the chakras up the spine as the axis.
So yeah, look at that thing. These massive, pointy, rotating nonsenses. How do you come to the conclusion that not only is such a thing real, but that is exactly what it looks like? Because here's the thing. What do you do to determine the dimensions of a shape? You measure it, right? Pretty basic stuff. So, how exactly do you measure these? What do you use? And how can I do the same and get the same repeatable results? I have a funny feeling that I can't do that because this is a load of old bollocks.
And though while it may look like there's only 2 star tetrahedrons, there's actually 3.
Really? Wow. Are you sure there aren't actually 4 or 50 or a gajillion? I mean, that's the thing about made-up bullshit. It can be whatever the hell you want it to be. So, I'm going to go with 37 for absolutely no reason, and it's definitely not a Clerk's reference or nothing.
But the third is overlaid onto the others and is often forgotten about in the meditations.
Oh, the bastards! That poor third bit of bullshit. It really is like saying, you know, my pet unicorns are so great, but no one ever notices my dragon. The poor thing, it's like it's invisible or something. With its glittery wings and ability to shit chocolate brownies. You would think people would pay more attention, but no. It's like he doesn't even exist.
The Merkaba is an extension of our energy field, or our collective energy field.
Wait, surely it's one or the other. It can't possibly be both, can it? Like, a conservatory is an extension of my house, but not everybody's houses, because, well, it's mine. And if you show up to use the conservatory, I'm afraid I'm going to have to toss you out on your ear. Breaking entry is just one of my weird pet peeves that I have. Makes me irrationally angry for no reason. Probably because it's a humans who does it. If a friendly cat broke into my house, I could see myself being unreasonably pleased. Give him lots of scritches. My cat, on the other hand, feels the same way about other cats as I do to Hoomboos, and would go absolutely apoplectic. Makes sense. And no, I wouldn't eat it. I eat strays. You know, the ones with the cute collars and the metal disc collectibles. Like so many snack foods. You know, I have yet to find 2 the same. But what do they say? Gotta catch them all. And eat them.
That acts as a vehicle which allows us to move through the different dimensions and frequencies all around us.
Okay, so which dimensions and frequencies have you been to? And more importantly, did you take any holiday snaps? Although, to be fair, even if somehow you had brought back photographic proof of your dimensional road trips, I'm not sure I would be able to actually pay attention. No matter where someone goes, somehow, taking photos of themselves stood in front of a thing instantly makes it the most boring photo ever. Like they suck the intrigue out of anywhere they visit.
And forms a huge part of Ezekiel's vision in the tradition of Merkaba mysticism.
Well, of course, when you name something, that means that is what it is, no matter what. I mean, I called my dog Mr. Pisses Whiskey, and sure enough, he pisses whiskey. I mean, it's got a funny taste, but when your dog is on an all-water barley and yeast diet, it does some pretty weird shit to it, to be fair.
The word itself actually comes from the Hebrew word that means chariot or cart.
So it's cart mysticism. Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but what the f*** is that nonsense? Wait, no, I did mean to be disrespectful. Next you'll be telling me that NASCAR has its own form of spirituality, when people hope and pray that there's a massive pile-up for the spectacle. Oh, what? That's exactly what they do? That's kind of messed up. Those poor cars. They never did nothing to no one.
In the book of Ezekiel, the Merkaba is used to refer to the throne chariot of God.
Okay, not gonna lie. Now I want to get like a sick-ass, get it, sick, hot rod called the Merkaba, preferably built by Jesus. That way, there's only one thing I can do, is ding-a-ding-dang my dang-along-ling-long. What a f***ing tune!
The four-wheeled vehicle driven by 4 cherubim, each of which has 4 wings and 4 faces.
First off, that's clearly got 2 wheels. I have a funny feeling that someone doesn't know how to count. And second off, they each have 4 faces, so that's like 16 faces. That is far too many faces. I don't like that at all. And of course, I did just say that to point out what a big smarter I am to be able to do 4 times 4. It only took me 7 hours to work it out to boot, and yet they still don't want to give me the Nobel Prize. It's a bloody travesty.
Of a man, lion, ox, and eagle.
God damn, your artist was really phoning it in when they made the eagle there. Look at it. I mean, obviously you're just going to use the same old shit to make your blue mans, but the ox and the lion, they actually look like something. But the eagle? Yeah, just whack a beak on him and call it a night. Honestly, at first, I didn't even realise that they'd done anything and just drew 2 blokes in the back.
Often which are esoterically seen as reflections of the 4 elements.
Ah, esoterically, a word that means talking out of my arse. Very similar to speaking as a parent. It's just common sense and, hey, my name's Sir Sick. Wait, who put that one in there? I don't talk out of my arse, I talk out of my face. It just happens to be in the shape of an arse.
For the most part, the teachings of the Merkaba mysteries revolved around the visions of the prophet.
No, wait, no, I thought you said it was Merkaba mysticism, not Merkaba mysteries. That's not the same thing. That sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon with a talking bear called the Merkaba. See what they did there? Very clever. The kind of thing that your parents would watch with you and laugh at seemingly random times until you're in your 20s and discover that half the show was about the characters f***ing each other's brains out or getting munted into oblivion. Seriously, how did they get away with that shit?
Which were centered around stories of ascension and people transcending the physical world into the realm of God.
Wait a tick, let me try something. Hey God people who are in the God house, come on back and tell us about it. Nothing? Wait, let me try this. I have free whiskey. Still nothing. There, I think that's pretty definitive proof that no ascended humans or God, you can have as much whiskey as you want if you just show yourself. Or that God exists in any way, shape or form. Literally no one can resist the siren song of the sweet, sweet, slightly dog-flavoured nectar.
Some writers have even argued that early Christian theology and discourse was influenced by the Jewish Merkaba tradition to some extent.
Now, I'm going to be a little bit less specific, but yeah, Christianity was influenced by Judaism. That's not news to, like, anyone. It's in the f***ing Bible, for Christ's non-existent sake. Now, maybe you're just being really specific, but I doubt it. You prove yourself time and time again to be less than smart.
In fact, some see the accounts of St. Paul, who has been argued to be influenced by Gnosticism to be one of the earliest first accounts that we have of a Merkaba mystic in Jewish or Christian literature.
Okay, so, I don't know if you know this about the Bible, but it's a little bit unreliable. So any of the characters from that thing, well, they could be 60-foot tall lizard men for all it mattered in terms of its reflection of reality. And well, let's be real, if the Bible was actually full of shit like that, it might be a significantly less tedious read.
Throughout Kabbalistic history though, discussions concerning the Merkaba were limited to only the most worthy sages, as it was considered overzealous to ponder on the nature of higher worlds and what they looked like.
I'll tell you what really happened. The same shit that happens today. Oh yeah. Guys, Keith's at it again, talking about f***ing triangles and how they can take us into the sky. Course, mate, course. What's next? Having a small black square that lets you talk to people on the other side of the planet? Get a grip, Keith, you mad bastard. The height of technology is, and will always be, the DMG Game Boy with dot matrix sound. No, I don't care that it hasn't been invented yet.
In more modern teachings, Melchizedek tells us that the Merkaba can be recreated through conscious breathing and meditations in as little as 18 breaths.
All right, let's try it. 18 breaths? I could do that in no time. In fact, I'll do it faster than anyone's done it before.
The first 6 are for balancing the polarity.
First 6? I didn't even make it to 5. This is just... I think I need to lie down again. I tell you what though, I certainly did see some shit. It's almost like doing rhythmic breathing exercises has always been a way that humans have dicked with their brains, causing all sorts of whacked out side effects.
The next 7 are for proper pranic flow through the entire body.
Of course, prana. This has and will always be my main irritant with this garbo. Because it isn't just one set of garbage, but multiple variants of mumbo jumbo. It's like you're mixing multiple noxious chemicals together that, while alone, could at least be used to clean things. But now you're mixing bleach and ammonia and making chloramine, which among many things will probably kill some brain cells. So it's a lot like you in that regard.
And the final breaths are from shifting the consciousness from 3rd to 4th dimension.
I feel like turning yourself 4th dimensional would probably have a similar but opposite effect to making yourself 2-dimensional. So instead of flat, you would explode. Either way, I don't see anyone surviving that. I would, but then I'm just better than all of you. But any humans? Nah.
And then finally, the last 3 breaths are for recreating the rotating Merkaba within and around the body.
Come on! You had final breaths twice! You really just say things without considering them for even a moment, don't you? All that production value, all those fancy animations and expensive editing, but not 1 second spent on the one bit that matters, the words. I bet it all just tumbles out of your face in one take, and then the poor damned souls who work for you in the editing dungeon have to turn it into something that resembles a coherent video. And yeah, I mean resembles in the loosest possible terms.
The meditation has a lot of parts though, and while we may animate it one day, if you want to walk through, you can check out Drunvalo Melchizedek's Flower of Life Volume 2.
Please don't. While I am sure I could come up with many ways to make fun of it, it would be me doing the things but wrong, and that sounds dangerously close to doing an exercise. And you know how I feel about exercise. Nothing. I lost the feeling in my legs and arms a long time ago. Why do you think I just stand here stiff like this all day? Cough.
Ultimately, the first step to creating and remembering your Merkaba is always love.
All you need is love. Wah, 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 wah. And food and shelter and probably some form of transport and sanitation. And you know what? I'm starting to think that song wasn't supposed to be adhered to so strictly. I really need to stop getting all my life advice from songs. Although that explains why I keep breaking into Tiffany's house to steal her cereal.
And even Melchizedek explains that a lot of people don't need all of the left brain steps because the right brain, the experience of love, is enough to activate it naturally.
Oh look, aren't we all so shocked to see some pseudoscience in a spirit science video? Left brain, right brain shit is 99% garbage, and for someone like you to think that they have any understanding of how something as complex and tasty as the human brain works is just Hilarious, honestly.
To be clear, there are different kinds of Merkabas out there. Absolutely.
Absolutely. That would be a word I use to describe Merkabas. Absolutely nonsensical, absolutely stupid, absolutely not real. Finally, we are on the same page about something. How absolutely grand.
In fact, in one particular plant medicine ceremony at Rhythmia, Thoth appeared in my inner vision and shared with me a different Merkaba than I'd ever seen before.
Yep, I'm definitely done. Apparently, his imaginary friend came and showed him a new imaginary boy. There's just so many layers of bullshit in that one for me to even brain anymore. So I'm just gonna run away and hide in my special place. Yes, of course I mean the pub. Where else am I supposed to go? Home to my family? Fat chance.
Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstar Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was gonna tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the